up, y'all? It's your girl Brandy Michelle coming at you with another review on College Hill Celebrity Edition. And before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on awesome content like what? Like this. So before we even get into episode 6, may I displease the court? Yes, y'all, we on episode 6. Stacey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really almost over, and I'm really getting in my feelings because I don't want it to be over. I know I keep saying this, but I really don't. Like, this is a really, really nice show, and I really be looking forward to this every week. Like, when it comes out, I be like, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and now you back on my phone app so I can see you again. Y'all wasn't ready for that remix. I know y'all wasn't ready. But yeah, I don't want this to be over. Like, why does it have to be over? Why can't y'all just stay there for like 5 years and keep making episodes so I can keep watching? Like, who said that y'all can end this? Y'all didn't have my permission. Y'all didn't email me and ask me if it was okay to end this show. Like, I need about 25 more episodes. Y'all can't do this to me. Oh, okay, I'm all right. I'm okay. So before we actually get into the episode, why couldn't they have photoshopped Miss Dash out the intro? Like, I'm about sick of seeing her dancing off beat with that big old cowboy hat every week. Like, she not there. She wasn't there when she was there. And since she not there, why she still there? Why y'all ain't get rid of her yet? Y'all could have got magic eraser. Y'all could have got some white out. Y'all could have got something. Like, why she still there? But alright. So let's get into the episode, y'all. So Ray is gone. The house is quiet. They eating fish, and I want some. Like, it just looks so fresh and like so crispy and seasoned to perfection. Like, was some Tony Sachet used on that? Because it kind of looked like it was. And I mean, I bet it was. Because, you know, I can kind of smell it through the screen. And, ooh, child. I mean, it's bad enough y'all ain't give me breakfast that time when y'all made breakfast. Can you at least give a sister, you know, some fish or something? Can you slide it in my DM? Can you give me just a little bit? Just a little bit. Anyway, so next day they're getting ready for African American Studies. The class that won't give them up, turn them loose. This class got a hold on them. They ain't going nowhere. They in it together. So Dreamdoll pulls a Ray. And by that, I mean, while everybody else is getting ready to head out the door, she's knocked out in the bed. So you miss your friend that much that you had to go and mimic his behavior while he's gone. You've been getting up and getting ready for school all this time. Now all of a sudden, you don't want to go. You in the bed. Child, you better get your tail up before you be failing with flying colors just like your friend. So anyway, come to find out, she's not sick. Well, duh. She's upset that she got a B. Yet staying home and missing a whole day of work could potentially make that perfectly fine B drop low. Girl, you are 63 and a half and you up here pouting over a daggone B. Like, can you just call an Uber and get your tail to class? Like, it's not that serious. It's a B, bruh. A B. A B. So today's focus in African American Studies is on poetry, and oh my gosh, why couldn't I be in the class for this one? Like, when I tell you I love poetry, like I love poetry. Like, poetry was my first love, like back in elementary school and stuff. When we would have assignments, that's when I realized I had a love for writing, because whenever they had something that had to do with poetry, baby, I would kill that. Okay, I would knock that out the park. And then poetry gave way to me writing stories and gave way to me writing books. And you know what, but this is not about me. You know, this is not about me. This is about them. So yeah, we're gonna talk about them. So their final exam, they're gonna be performing at an open mic night in front of other people. And y'all already know, at the sound of talking, speaking, being in public, mentioning other people, you already know our sis India is having a full-blown meltdown. So she's already asking, well, you know, if I don't do it, like, how bad will my grade be? And the professor's just saying, well, don't just look at it from the grade standpoint. Think about it as this can help you in life. And I'm really starting to get irritated with Let's Sis India, because it's like, if you want to grow and challenge yourself and all this right there, like, you gotta do things that's gonna push and pull you out your comfort zone. I mean, if you're just gonna be apprehensive about every doggone thing and looking for a way out every time they come up with something that you don't really want to do and that you're not comfortable with, then baby, why you there? You should have stayed home. What did you think this is gonna be? Like, they were just gonna get up there and talk and then you leave and you could just wear your cute little outfits and you don't have to do nothing in front of people? Like, seriously, what did you think this was gonna be? Didn't you say your sister went to college? Didn't your sister kind of prep you on what to expect before you got here? Oh man. So the professor introduces some poets who will get up and express their expressive expressions. So one of the poets gets up and he performs his piece, and from what I gathered, it's about the loss of a loved one, possibly his brother, and how if he had the power to bring him back, he would. So Big Frida is in his feels because of all the losses he's experienced with his mom, his brother, I believe, and uncle. And I mean, anybody who's experienced loss could really feel that poem, because the guy that performed it, he did a really good job of me, and kind of hit me in the gut and in the feels and in the heart, and I kind of had to block it out because I'm a gangster. So the professor informs them that they'll be performing the next time they meet, and again, Let's Sis India is about to slide into a crack in the flow because she is not here for it. She does not want to do it. She is just like, nah, nope. So the professor pulls India to the side to see how she's feeling. And I don't know, but when I was in college, I don't remember getting this kind of one-on-one attention when I was super panicky or dealing with things and going through stuff like India's been getting or whatever. And maybe it was just my instructors. Maybe they wasn't feeling me. Maybe it's because we weren't filming a show or whatever. Or, I guess maybe that had something to do with it. But I don't remember getting this kind of one-on-one time when I was in college. It was just kind of like, okay, you grown, you here, figure it out and deal with it. At least that's how it was where I went to school. What about y'all? Was it like that with y'all too? I mean, let me know. Anyway, so she tells Dr. Benson that she doesn't like public speaking, which I think everyone from here to, I think everyone knows that by now. So she doesn't like public speaking, and she's going through some things, and it'll be hard for her to write about it without getting emotional and things. And I get it. I totally get it. But, this song and dance has kind of gotten, pretty old, at least for me. And as the old folks would say, either pee or get off the pot. Like, you're here, you know what you're here for. You either do the work or don't. And that's just pretty much where I am with it. So Dreamdoll finally shows up to school and, asking, what they had to do or whatever. And she said, she's over it and she's ready to go home. She's still, on her Drake steez and all up in her feelings over this daggone bee. So she goes to meet with Dr. Benson. And in a way, I kind of sort of can feel where Dream is coming from. If she did A worthy work and she got a B. Because, okay, now when I was in school or whatever, I had this one instructor in this one particular class. It was an English class. And when I tell you every single thing that I did in that class was an A. I never, ever got a B. Everything was an A. But my final grade turned out to be a B. And why did I get that B, you ask? I'm glad you asked. I got the B because they wanted the loudmouth of the class to get the A. Now, I don't know what kind of bluff or what kind of hold she had on these people, but I did feel a way that y'all gonna drop my grade point average just to give this girl a higher grade point average so she could deliver a little speech or whatever at the thingamajiggy we had. I didn't appreciate that. And I kind of wanted to swing on the girl and swing on the instructor, because how in the world can all A's the entire semester average out to a final grade of a B? Make it make sense. So if this is the case with Dream, if she's done A worthy work, I can kind of see why she would feel a ways about a B. But if that's not the case, and she's just being extra, I'm gonna need you to tone it down, boo-boo. So anyway, Dream goes to talk to Dr. Benson, and she breaks down saying she's trying to do the work, you know, she's doing her best, but she wants to leave. And then she brings up the B. And Dr. Benson's like, so a B means a F to you? Now, I know there are some people who are like true perfectionists, or, you know, when they've grown up in a home where, you know, they gotta come with A's, anything less than an A is unacceptable. I know people like this. I've been that way and been extremely hard on myself when I've gotten something less than an A. So I don't know, maybe that could be her situation why she's really tripping over this B. But Dr. Benson's like, so a B means an F to you? Like, I can't believe you're still upset over this. And Dr. Benson basically is, you know, saying what I've been saying, like, I don't really get it either. So, you know, yeah. So Dr. Benson is kind of, you know, kind of lost too as to why she's really feeling the way she's feeling, because the way she views it, she says, celebrity or not, I'm gonna grade everybody fairly and everybody gets what they're gonna get. And so, you know, she just encourages Dream to keep going. And I hope this is the last we hear about this B, because I'm so sick of hearing about this B. Ugh, okay. So Big Frida goes to clean Lamar's room because it's just a hot mess. And Big Frida is a good one, because I wouldn't have cleaned nothing, baby. I wouldn't have touched a daggone thing. They could have had flies in there having a slumber party. They could have had dogs playing poker, whatever the deal was. His mess would have been his mess, his problem. And I just wouldn't turn my head like I didn't see nothing. I wish I would go clean up that messy mess in some stinky, cheesy, dirty drawers with crust in them that's 45 years old. I wish I would go clean up that grown man room. Clean it up for what? What's wrong with your hands? You don't see this mess? You don't see? I wish I would. I'm not the one. I guess that's why I didn't do it. And Big Frida is a sweetheart, because baby me, he'd have been living in that mess like a second skin, like another home, like a sleeping bag. I wouldn't. Well, y'all get it. So Big Frida, Nene, and Splinter Daddy Slim are sitting around wondering what they're going to write about in their poem. And Nene mentions how she's been through so much in life and how life is, you know, without Greg now. So she says it's hard going from seeing someone every single day to not seeing him at all. You see his clothes and his cars and his office, and he's not there. And Nene just says at this point, like, she just feels numb to like everything. She feels like she doesn't have feelings anymore. And I can only imagine. God knows, I hope I never experienced this. But I can only imagine, like, it would have to take, I'm sure it will take a long time for her to kind of get to some sense of normalcy after experiencing something like that. And I just send her all of the prayers and positivity that I can, because okay, we're gonna get to something lighter now. All right, yeah, like I did that. All right, for law class with Judge Walker. Okay, so today they'll be practicing for their mock trial, and with Ray being gone, Big Frida is wondering, you know, if he's going to do his work while he's gone, if he's going to be ready when the trial comes and everything. Because Big Frida not playing about this school thing. Big Frida want them grades. And if Big Frida don't get them good grades because Ray up there playing, it's going to be a problem. Okay? Because you have to keep in mind, for the mock trial, Big Frida is is an attorney, and Ray is co-counsel. So his role is pretty important, and you know, they have to defend the fictitious cop who shot the fictitious kid. But even though we know that this cop, even though they ain't real, we know they're guilty anyway, but they still gotta defend him like he innocent or whatever. So for today's exercise, Lamar is doing the opening argument and India has to do the closing argument. And you already know India is having a fit because she has to speak in front of people, and I'm tired of seeing this because she should be used to this by now. So Judge Walker is just encouraging India to project and to have confidence and just reminding her this is just practice. You don't have to freak out. This isn't the real thing. Like, it's not that serious. Calm down. We're just doing a little run through so you can be ready for the real thing when you have to do it. And India keeps saying, you know, she's uncomfortable and she's not confident and she can't be comfortable with something if she doesn't really know what's going on. I don't know how she doesn't know what's going on, because all you're doing is practicing the assignment that you were given a few days ago. Like, you should have read some of this by now. So how are you not comfortable with something that you should be comfortable with by now? Because it's not like you were given this for the first time. You already were given this a few days ago. How are you not comfortable? I'm not understanding. Oh boy. So anyway, Judge Walker notices that, you know, India's head is about to fall off from all the things that are going on. And so she puts Wendia in a smaller role. Did I say Wendia? I feel like I just said Wendia. And if I did, I didn't mean to say Wendia. I meant to say India. But y'all know what I meant. Because y'all with me. We here. We understand each other. So she puts India in a smaller role as the witness, and Nene gets the lawyer role. And Nene's like, okay, you putting me in this thing. I haven't even been here for the first class. And this is a whole lot of extra work, but that's all right. That's okay. I'm going to do it. It's going to get done. So the producer asks Nene if India is overwhelmed by law. And Nene says, India is overwhelmed by life. And baby, the way I chuckle, I just had to give out a kiki because, yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, because I don't know. I don't know what she thought this was gonna be. Like, I don't know if she just thought it was gonna be you wear cute clothes and walk around campus, you just go and have parties, you just take flicks for the gram, and you just, you know, you sit in class and look cute. Like, I don't really know, because sometimes I don't be thinking she know what day of the week it is. Like, maybe we just need to give her some coloring papers and leave her alone, because I don't know. Like, this is like basic stuff. This isn't even like a full course load. Like, you're only in there for a little bit. They're just giving you little assignments. You're not even there for a full blown college course load. And if this is overwhelming for you, okay. So Splendor Daddy Slim, India, and Dream are all hanging out. And Dream is asking him, like, how are you always so positive? And he's like, you know, not giving a care, which y'all know what he said. But I ain't gonna say what he said. So use your colorful imagination and put in place the word that he said, because you know what he said. But I'm not gonna say what he said. Okay? All right. So he says not giving a care. Not giving a care in the world is the best thing you can do in life, because otherwise it's like putting a magnifying glass on a problem and you're making a problem bigger than what it is. And when you continue to dwell on it like that, you know, it can make the situation worse. And you know what? That statement was so profound, and I felt that with the feeling that I feel when I feel what I feel, that in that moment, that one little solitary moment, I almost forgot how much of a thirst bucket he was. I really did. So Big Frida checks in with Ray to make sure he's doing his part for their final, because Frida wants to know, you know, if Ray is doing what he needs to do, because Frida doing what he needs to do, because we don't play about these grades. We not playing. We here to do what we need to do so we can get that certificate of completion at the end, so we can get this A. And yeah, this is like real serious business. So Frida wants to know if Ray read what he was supposed to read, and all he keeps saying is, I got this. I got this. What you mean you got this? You got the thing that you were supposed to read and you read it? Is that what you're saying you got? Like, I'm nervous, and it's not even my grade that's at stake. Like, this is why I used to hate being partnered with people. I used to hate group stuff, because when you have a person like me who's gonna do what I need to do when I need to do what I do, and then you put me with somebody like Ray, like, that make me want to grab a keyboard and slap somebody upside the head with it. Like, don't play around with my stuff, because I'm doing what I need to do, and you taking it lightly like it's a game. That's not gonna work for me. So Poetry Slam Day. It's time to slam some poetry, y'all. So they go to a place called Mo Better Brews. And that's another place I want to. I wonder if I could go. I need to see if that's on campus or if there's just some place to go, because the whole vibe, it looks really chill and laid back. And if they really have open mic night, I want to do it. I've always wanted to do open mic night, and I've always gone to places. Well, I went to, not places, but I've been to one place where it was really, really nice, and I was gonna do it, but that was the day that they didn't do it. And I still want to do it. I got that on my list of things to do, like before I get too old, or before, like, yeah, I wanna do that. I wanna go. So I'm gonna have to look that up. And if I go, I'm gonna let y'all know how it was. I might even show y'all. Yeah. So Ray from College Hill season 3, Virginia State, is in the building, and he is hosting. And that's the College Hill that I remember. That's the season that was the best one, hands down. Yeah, I said it. College Hill season 3, Virginia State, was the best season. I said it. I sure did, because it's the truth. Don't argue with me. Argue with yourself and your imaginary friend Lulu. Okay. So the house is packed. Even Judge Miss Lady Walker is there. I'd be nervous just seeing her though, like real talk, because she looked like so serious, like she don't come for play, and for the fact that she's there on like something that's supposed to be kind of chill, like that would give me the heebie-jeebies. So India's up first with her poem, Note to Self, and it's all about, you know, being confident and encouraging and loving on yourself. And she did a good job for somebody that was so spookified and terrified and mystified and every other fied about getting up in front of people. She did a very good job, and I was proud of her. Nene does her piece called Cancer. She touches on, you know, losing Greg, and then she also touches on like how people kind of vilified her after he passed. I guess always watching her every move and not really knowing what she was going through, or basically judging her. And I felt that, because they did kind of like run her through the mill. Like, how do you expect a person to be after something like that? No one grieves the exact same way, and people don't have to grieve the way you want them to grieve. They don't have to be like how you want them to be. Like, let people do them. People need to learn how to mind their business. People need to just, But yeah, her piece was dope. It was dope. So Splendor Daddy Slim, Nothing's Gonna Stop Me. He was talking about, you know, his life and being away from his kids and being on the road and getting to the bag. It kind of sounded like a rap, and y'all still ain't tell me none of his songs. I've been asking y'all since the first episode to give me a song or something that he does. I may have heard it on the radio and didn't even know it was him. But y'all still ain't tell me nothing. I don't feel like Googling. I don't want to search Amazon Music. I don't want to go on Spotify. I want y'all to tell me, because y'all be knowing what's up with the up when it's up. Y'all gotta tell me, okay? If we cool like I thought we was, y'all gotta let me know just at least one song. Okay? Can y'all do that for me? Please. I give you a Starburst. Not even an orange one. I'll give y'all a red one. Matter of fact, I'll give you a pink one, because that's the best one. If y'all could tell me one of his songs, let me know in the comments. Okay, so Big Frida gets up and does the piece New Orleans from Free, just breaking down life in New Orleans and all his experiences. Felt it, loved it, yeah. So Lamar does Words Can't Explain. It's a poem to Kobe. And you know what? With the way he expressed himself and was open, you know, he might get a grade other than his customary C. You better come through, Lamar, trying to get them good grades at the end. Boy, say, I'm sick of them C's. I want to see what one of them other grades look like. I want one of them. That's what I want. And you better get it, boy. I think you're going to get you a good grade. So Dreamdoll is next. And when she's called to the stage, she walks away to go to the restroom. Now, I don't know if it was her nerves. I don't know if she was just scared. I don't know if she was anxious. I don't know if it was the Frenchies that they ate that kind of hit her in the gut. But homegirl took off. She was a runner. She was a track star. She left. And so India goes to check on her. And she's just encouraging her and just saying, you know, you can do it. Like, you got to get out your head. You just got to get out there. And with you getting up there like this, people will really get to know you. They'll see a different side of you. And I love seeing India in that moment. Look at you telling people what people been trying to tell you the whole time. Girl, you better go ahead and share the stuff that you learned when you learned what you learned. That's what I'm talking about. Each one teach one. You get your friend out there. You encourage her. You go, girl. So Dreamdoll finally takes the stage. Her piece is called Note to My Younger Self, and she expresses a lot of things that she has endured in her life. It was very heartfelt, very personal, and I'm kind of sort of starting to like Dreamdoll. As much as I didn't want to like her based on how I saw her in the past, I'm kind of starting to have a little soft spot for her. Now, girl, don't mess it up. Please don't, because I'm kind of sort of starting to like you. So don't do nothing to mess it up, because if you do, I'm going to be mad. So rayj does his thing. He's up next. He does his via phone. Well, we are in the age where you can do a lot of things, you know, via telephone and computer. So, hello. So he does his, and his estate versus father. I guess it's chronicling his experience dealing with, you know, the stuff with his wife, and I don't know, visitation with the kids, and people trying to keep him away, and he's a good father, and all this right there and that right there. And that was pretty much the tone of his piece. So yeah, we get back to the house, and Dreamdoll and India are bonding, and I love their little sisterhood, friendship, acquaintanceship thingamajiggy they have formed. They're so cute. I hope they still hang out and stick together even after this is over, because they look like, you know, like they would get along pretty well. So they're just talking about, you know, how the poetry slam went, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we named our things the same thing, and I didn't even know that you had written yours and you had given it that title, and I didn't know what I knew, and I know what I know, and and so yeah. And India is excited and happy that, you know, she gets to experience all this with Dreamdoll, because her sisters aren't there with her, but she feels like Dreamdoll fills that void for her while she's there, and she's thankful to have her there for that friendship. So, mock trial day has arrived, and Lamar is looking all sharp. He is looking like he is ready to go put somebody in jail. He is looking like, okay, here I is. What's up? He looks really nice in his suit. So he feels like he's gonna do well. He feels like he'll do really well if rayj doesn't show up, but even if he does show up, he probably won't be prepared. So, I mean, that sounded like fighting words to me. It looked like Lamar waking up at the tail end of this, like he ready. So, yeah. He coming for another grade. He don't want that C no more. He said, I see a B in my future. That's what I see. So nobody has heard from Ray. He ain't text, he ain't call, he ain't email, he ain't send no carrier pigeon, he ain't send no singing telegram, he ain't send nothing. And they have no clue what's going on. So Big Frida is trying to text Ray to see exactly what's going on with him. And suddenly, Big Frida sees where rayj brought Kodak Black to see y'all former president after he got out. Now that was kind of, I thought you was hurting, Ray. I thought your one wish was to be with your family, Ray. I thought you was all in pain and you was going away to clear your head, Ray. So you out here lollygagging and doing the tomfoolery with the fooling times, and you leaving your housemates all high and dry. Come on now, Willie Ray. Now you know that ain't right. So it's no telling if he out here doing this, he probably ain't work on no project, he probably ain't read, he probably ain't do nothing about nothing, and I don't know how this gonna end up, child. So that's the end of that episode, and I thought this one was pretty interesting, which all of them have been really good, but I was very proud of India and Dreamdoll this episode. I was proud of India for getting out of her head and out of her own way and getting up there and doing her poem. See, it wasn't that bad. Like, you didn't pass out, you didn't lose a limb, you didn't puke, You got up there. Once you got past your nerves, you did it, and you survived. See, it's not that bad. That's all you got to do. You keep doing it over and over, and suddenly it'll become second nature to you. And I was very proud of Dreamdoll because, I mean, yeah, she's a performer, but I guess it's different from being Dreamdoll and then getting up there as Tabitha. Like, when you're performing, you're in a different zone. It's not really you. But when you up there and people are looking at you and hearing your personal stuff, I mean, that's a pretty vulnerable space to be in. So for her to get up there and still push through and to open up as much as what she did, like, you get props for that one. And I also, but you know, the only thing I didn't like about this episode, y'all ain't saved me no plate, man. Like, how y'all gonna have seafood? Yes, I'm still in my feelings about the beginning with the fish. Now I gotta go in here and fix me some fish because y'all ain't saved me none, man. But anyway, that's the end of this recap review, and I can't wait until next week. Y'all let me know, have y'all seen the newest episode yet? And if you have, what was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell so you don't miss out on other recaps and reviews and everything like that right there. And I will catch y'all on the next one. All right, peace.